Hello? Hello, Taurus. Sorry. Hello, Taurus. Welcome to your general reading for September. Hope you are doing amazing. So, I already chose your cards or what cards we're going to use for your reading. So, Taurus, let's see. Is it three? Oh, no. Okay. So, Resurrection is the first one. Oh, okay. This is iffy. Transmission, yeah. And anti-hero. Interesting. You're going to have to go against your grain this week. So you're going to have to step out of your comfort zone this month. Excuse me. Yeah, you're back on your grind about your life. Okay? You're getting back on track, whatever that is for you. And I feel like you have to work with others in your life to kind of adjust your life in a way so you're able to do that. It's like you're making free reign so you can get the success and abundance that you need. Okay, so maybe fine tuning things, it feels like this week. Yeah, it very much feels like you are the leader of your own life. Yeah. Yeah. It's kind of like knowing you have to take people where they stand this month, in situations where they stand. It's not about really trying to fix everything as much as it's about just going with what is happening. And it stems from you wanting to get back to what's important to you and what you need for yourself and what you need to do for you. I feel like that's the main focus here. Not that you're being like self-centered or anything in that nature. It's just like, okay, I can do what I can. I can't do everything. I can't fix everyone. So it is what it is. But I have my own desires and my own drives. So the focus by the end of the month is definitely you focusing on yourself, your own projects, and kind of like loving people and taking things for what it is. Okay. So 2 of Cups, High Priestess, 7 of Wands, Ace of Cups, beautiful. 4 of Swords, Justice, Temperance, Queen of Cups, Page of Swords. That's where I see your love life headed. I'm just going to say this right now. I feel like, you've kind of chosen someone, it is what it is, and you're just renewing in the way that this doesn't sound crazy. You're renewing that contract with them, It's like, okay, let's just do this how we're going to do it. Okay, so Queen of Swords and the Empress for your overall energy. Yeah, you're figuring out the best way to make things grow. It feels like passive. You're being more passive in September, because that's the best way to do things. It's like I want to use my brain power, my knowledge, and my decision making for something useful, or something that I can actually change. Instead of focusing on things that I don't have control over. So major arcana, of course, the Empress, the High Priestess up there, the Justice, the Temperance. Beautiful. I like how it's spread out. So it feels like your environment is teaching you lessons. The world around you, someone else is teaching you lessons about a higher level of consciousness, or just being in a higher state of understanding and of acceptance. And then you have to work on in September, like finding that balance, and then being patient and letting it kind of unfold on its own. That's the direction that I see you going in September. But let's get in it. I feel like you have plans to realign yourself in your relationship. Your relationship life or a connection with someone else has been playing a big factor in how you feel. Like, it kind of blocks your energy, because you're so focused on it. Or it could be a loved one that you have in your home, and you're like, okay, my home is out of whack, so I can't really focus on anything else, because when I go home I have to deal with this. So it is in September about finding that connection, that emotional connection that kind of realigns you with that person. I do feel like you have to think outside of the box when it comes to this person. Like, it's not the typical pattern of how things are. So I feel like you're revisiting this, but you're revisiting it differently. Um, I feel like instead of being so defensive, which is how it was coming about, it's like, how can I look into this in a higher level of understanding and listen to this person? Like, what is it that they're trying to tell me without telling me? Or what is it that I didn't understand from this person? That's what I feel like you're trying to figure out, Taurus. Yeah, definitely weren't listening to your intuition. I can tell you that with the High Priestess in reverse, or not listening to this person. But I feel like once you start listening to them on a deeper level, or just being still and hearing their words, and not trying to like overanalyze it or something like that, you see it from a different perspective. Because it looks like this person is still holding on to it, and it looks like this situation keeps coming up. So you're like, okay, let's take a different approach. So that's what you're doing with the Fool card, is taking a different approach. And this approach is actually more beneficial to you than the one that you were taking before, even though the other one seemed, like more comfortable. So yes, this is you being more emotionally open, more compassionate, more loving towards an individual. Actually, this really helps with the tension. It really helps with the tension. When you don't try to overanalyze things, because this Queen of Swords is in reverse, it makes you feel less critical or less cold towards that person. And it makes you seem more emotionally available if you're not being more emotionally available. It doesn't make you seem like your guard is up or they feel the need to be defensive. So I feel like whatever's happening in your environment kind of calms down, right? It simulates balance, okay, which is good. And simulating balance, or making the other person feel balanced and not so defensive, calms everything down. Okay, that's what it looks like. It's calming everything down. So I feel like this person isn't going to be as spontaneous. Like, they're not going to be as unpredictable. They're not going to be as temperamental, right? And you're starting to feel the lightness come up. Like, things are balanced. You're gracious for the change in the conditions. Okay? So be patient. You have to remember to be patient, Taurus. Okay? This person needs a lot of emotional support. This feels like a person to me. Someone needs a lot of emotional support to you because they feel like life has dealt them a terrible hand. Yeah. Yes. They need something that is dependable or loyal or makes them feel like you're on their side. That's what's happening. Somebody needs you to feel supported, like you're on their side, They're putting a lot of focus in you right now. Like, they need you as a support system for some reason. And for you, this is a whole new concept, how you're doing things. It's like a whole new struggle, but you have to be patient through the struggle, because clearly this is the way. clearly this is how things are going to be resolved, okay? And it's going to take effect pretty quickly. But you just have to remember to be patient. I feel like there are some times where you really do want to be like quick-witted, or you really want to be like, okay, let's get to the bottom line so we can fix this. But it's more about taking your time with things. So being nurturing, taking a step back is the best way. It's the best choice. It's the best decision right now for this. Okay? So, Taurus, let's get some spiritual advice. I will say this. I feel like you can start working on your dreams now. Not that you haven't before, but it's a delicate balance. I'm going to tell you that. So between something else that you're dealing with and your bigger dreams or your bigger goals, you can't put all into one. It's more like a delicate balance or a delicate dance that you're doing here. Um, yeah, I feel like I really feel like somebody needs your assurance in your life. That's what it is. Someone's acting out because they need your reassurance. And it's like you need to find a balance between what it is you're doing, your goals, your focuses, and being open to helping or supporting this other person. It's interesting because you don't have to, but it's like the key to sustainability of the happiness that you're looking to have in your life. Okay, because you could be impartial, you could not care, but it makes it a little bit more difficult than if you just tried. Okay. That's a weird thing to say. This is probably very specific for someone. Okay, we have deep inward journey. You will be rewarded for the work. Yes. How can you alchemize your fear? This is the thing is you're making the decision to kind of like support the whole. Like even though you might not want to do it, even not it's not the most fun thing to do, it's like the best thing to do. It's like the smartest thing to do on a higher level. There's some sense of sacrifice here, thinking of the higher good, higher consciousness type of energy here. So you don't have to because you have that decision to make. But on a higher consciousness, spiritual level, this is the best way to go. Okay? So, Taurus, I love you. And I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.